Therapy. Sister, let's talk. Get ready for real, raw, and relevant information. We don't hold back. Topics from ministry, life, marriage, and everything in between. So, buckle up, hold on tight. Here are your hostesses, Tara and Melody.
You have been listening to Let's Talk with Tara.
Talk Therapy.
We hope you've enjoyed this show.
Hello, everyone. Hello. We had some technical difficulties this morning, but we are here, coming on a little bit later today. I am glad you guys have joined us. Yes, this is Let's Talk Tara. I am your host, Dr. Tara T. Stallings, counselor, life coach, spiritual consultant, and I address real issues that plague your personal growth, relationships, family, spiritual development, and health by providing educational, empowering, and inspirational information. My tongue comes a little twisted today. I share nuggets of wisdom regarding every aspect of life that will educate and empower and inspire you to your next level of greatness. So join me every fourth Saturday of each month. So today we are talking about do you know how to think? And I guess you say, what do you mean? Do you know how to think? Do you know how to think? We have been taught in this life what to think. From our educational institutions, from our religious institutions, from our culture, from books, from family, from culture. But my question to you, you've been taught what to think, but do you know how to think? Our words, what we think, what we meditate, it determines the success or the failure of life. It's not your environment. It is not the people. It's how you think. And most people don't know how to think. They know what to think. They have been taught, I should be this way, or you should act a certain way, or you should do certain things. And in all honesty, those things are not bad. But the media, educational system, life, and so many different things has taught us what to think. But we don't necessarily know how to think. And how you think determines your outcome. Let me give you an example. If someone tells you what to think, well, a lot of young women have been taught, well, you're not pretty, you're useless, you can be limited, and I'm just using that example. And sometimes it could be men. You're never going to amount to anything. This is teaching you what to think. You can't get a certain job. You can't be a billionaire because of your economic bringing up or your educational background, or you can't do certain things. This one that I hear, you cannot truly be happy. Now, life has taught people that you cannot, no one is truly happy. This is teaching you what to think. What to think. My question again, do you know how to think? And how to think is, what do you really want? Because see, we live in the informational age. We live in this age where we have accessibility to so many things, to so much education, to so much technology, and it is teaching people what to think. Not a lot of people have learned that they have control of their thinking, and they have to learn how to think. Learning how to think transforms your brain, the structure of your brain, and it transforms your thinking so that you can have the lifestyle that you truly want, and not settle for what they say you can have, or what you have limited yourself because of your background or because of your circumstances on what you can truly have. I want to know, do you know how to think? For years, when I started on this journey, I didn't know exactly what it was at first. I couldn't put it in words. When I start transforming my thinking different than others thought, because I didn't like the outcomes I was getting because I was taught to think a certain way or be a certain way. They taught me what to think and not how to think. And when I start transforming what the information they gave me to learning how to think on my own independently, outside of what somebody else had said or their beliefs, then I became ostracized for a while. And see, what happens is you start questioning yourself. Are you crazy? No, you're not crazy. I choose to have the life and lifestyle that I want. If you change your thinking, I choose to be happy. That's a choice. Now we hear these cliches, these words, but understanding, if you learn how to think, it will change the dynamics of your life. Not what to think, because we've been taught, and I have so many examples, and I'm going to use our political parties, and I'm not for anybody because I'm for kingdom. I'm not Democratic, I'm not Republican, I'm not independent, I am kingdom, period. What they say, the kids say, period. That's all I am. But because, and then I'm not Pentecostal, and I can use the religious aspect. I'm not Pentecostal, I'm not Baptist, I'm not Methodist, I'm kingdom. I'm not non-denominational, I'm just kingdom. That's all I am. That's what I am. So learning that, hey, just because what if it's a political party or it's a religious institution, that they have their way of thinking, they teach you what to think or how to think, or it could be an educational facility. It doesn't mean that I have to personally conform to what they taught me. I can have independent thinking and determine if what they are teaching is how I want to think, or what they have taught is how I want to think. And to determine that, you have to know who you are and what you want in this lifetime, what you want for your personal growth, what you want for your relational growth, what you want for your spiritual growth, what you want for your business, your financial, for your health. And I share this, and I don't know if whoever's been following me for a while, I share in 2002, I was 32 years old at the time, and I was diagnosed with, stage 3 breast cancer. This is what they taught me. Well, from the information that was given to me when you being diagnosed with cancer, the first thought that comes up is you're gonna die. You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do all these things. And I had been taught what to think based on the information that was given related from the health facility or from health information, the doctors or whatnot, about cancer or what, just the research I had. But learning how to be independent in my thinking, and I had kind of already started my journey of being independent. I didn't comprehend what they were telling me, the limitations of the things that I could and could not do. I thought independently, even the foods that I could and could not eat, because they give you a whole gamut of information of that, when you're taking chemo, you're taking radiation, you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, I didn't believe it. I just had my own independent way of thinking, and I thought to myself, well, and this is based on the information that I received from reading my Bible, thinking independently, where if food was made for my body to heal it, the medicine that you give me, I'm not knocking medicine, because I believe in taking medicine when you need to take medicine. But I thought to myself, I know you're going to give me this poison to kill my cells that are cancerous. But what if I ate the right foods to kill those cells and make my good cells even healthier to override the bad cells? So I just thought about that. So because I was independent in my thinking, my body healed itself. Now, I'm not telling someone this to go off on a tantrum for their health and go rogue or anything. I'm using my example. Because sometimes we are taught what to think, but we're not taught how to think independently so that we can have the lifestyle. We can achieve the goals in life for the different areas of life and different arenas in life that we want. And that comes with learning how to think. You don't have to be. Last segment we talk about being, where are the women? You don't have to be an angry woman to be strong. And you don't have to be a pushover to be soft. Who said that? This is what you've been taught. They taught you what to think. You don't have to be a bitch to be a strong woman. No. You don't have to be a pushover or wimp to be considered a soft, gentle person. Why can't you learn how to be both when needed? You can be gentle and rigid when you need to be, depending on the situation. We call it, not being angry, but being assertive. Doing what you want, and you don't have to be do it from a negative perspective. Because negative people beget negative people. If you keep, it's kind of like a boomerang. Whatever I hear people say, well, I match energy. Let me tell you, you better stop matching energy. You better stop matching energy. Because you need somebody to match your energy. If your energy is nasty, if your energy is perverted, and you want somebody to match it, you just have a revolving door of destruction in your life. You have a revolving door it becomes a revolving door of destruction. You have to get to a point in your life where you guard your peace and your happiness no matter what. Now, I'm not saying that you won't be a human, because we're going to be human, and people going to upset us, and people going to want to, people going to make us push some buttons for you. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about on a scale of 1 to 10, you stay in the high range most of your life. Things will happen, will kind of bring you down, but even when they bring you down, they don't bring you down past a 5. Let me just say it that way. Even when life is lifing, it doesn't take you out of your element. But if you continue to, let me say this, try to match energy because you don't know how to think. You just reacted on what they taught you or what they told you to think, and you think your responding is based on your thinking. It's a revolving cycle. You're going to always keep getting negativity. You're going to always keep getting bad responses until you do something different. You learn how to do good, as the word says, to those that do evil to you. Learn how to do good. You don't have to be nasty and negative because somebody else is nasty and negative. You don't have to do that. You don't have to be unhappy because somebody else is unhappy. You don't have to gossip because somebody else is gossiping. You don't have to go low because I heard Michelle Obama say, when they go low, you go high. Yes, because if you go low, you're going to always stay low. When they go low, you go even higher. And the reason for that is learning how to think. When you change the dynamics, it's not about the other person. It's about you, because you reap what you sow. And if you are sowing negativity, if you are sowing backbiting, if you are sowing peace and love and joy, you're going to get it back in abundance. It doesn't matter what the other person is doing. This is a part of learning how to think versus what to think. We respond and act because other people, I wouldn't have did that. Listen, those people don't know how to think. They know what to think. And that's why their life is the way that it is. If you're going to do something different, you have to do something different. So my question to you today on our Let's Talk with Tara podcast, do you know how to think? Or have you been thinking based on the information from your educational system, from the media, and when I say the religious background, not you reading your Bible, what mama them or what somebody taught you and not what you read for yourself, from your environment, from your culture. If it's not working for you, if you're not receiving the benefits, the outcomes that you truly want, then it's not working for you. That means you need to learn how to think differently for that situation, for that area in your life. Because if you continue to think the same way, you're going to respond the same way, and you're going to keep repeating those same negative behaviors. And you're also going to receive those same negative behaviors. So listen, you guys, this has been my Let's Talk with Tara podcast. I thank you guys for listening. Make sure you go and you follow me on StreamYard, and also where any podcast can be listened to. If you just type in at Let's Talk Tara, you will find me there. You can listen to some of my past ones that I've actually broadcast in the past. And this is a live podcast, but I thank you guys for listening to it. I thank you guys for supporting. And remember, our next In-person event is July 15th. It's understanding the what versus the whys. And in that event, I'm going to be talking about learning how to think, teaching you how to think versus what to think, and how it has transpired in your life and caused so many different issues and hurts, pains in different areas. So I'm going to be talking about a plethora of things. So I'll invite you guys to come. It's on a Saturday, July the 5th. You can go to my website at Let's Talk Tar. Well, it's Tara T. Stallings Inc. And register. It is a fee. It's $40, but I think it will be life-changing for you. We have one every quarter. So I look forward to you guys to listening to me every Wednesday, 12 noon, for our Let's Talk Tara podcast, our midday Wednesday wisdom podcast. Well, it's not a podcast, but our Wisdom Wednesday segment every Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. You guys have a great week and enjoy yourself. Thank you.